All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines. Polling underway for second phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand. National Electronic Funds Transfer Facility to be available round the clock from 16th December. Nationwide Feedback Diwas to be observed today to get stakeholders' response to new GST returns. OPEC and its allies decide to cut oil production by 5 lakh barrels per day. And in T20 cricket, India beat West Indies by 6 wickets in Hyderabad. Polling is underway for the second phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand. Voting is taking place for 20 constituencies spread over 7 districts. Polling began at 7 this morning. It will end at 3 this afternoon in 18 constituencies, while voters in Jamshedpur East and Jamshedpur West seats can exercise their franchise till 5 p.m. Elaborate security arrangements have been made for smooth conduct of polls. Jharkhand Chief Electoral Officer Vinay Kumar Chaubey said that webcasting facilities will be provided at 1,662 polling stations. 260 candidates, including 29 women, are in the fray in this phase. Now we go over live to our correspondent Dharmendra Rai, who is in Mandar constituency. Dharmendra, what's the update on polling?
Ravi, I am at booth number 70 in Tangar Government School, which falls under Mandar Assembly seat. Polling has started. People are turning up to cast their vote. This is rural area and large number of youth voters turned up before polling started. Issues of development and election of good candidate is their priority. In Mandar, 13 candidates are in fray. Prominent are Dev Kumar Dhan from BJP and Bandhu Tirki of Jharkhand Vikas Morcha. Ravi.
Dharmendra, as we know, most of the constituencies are in the Naxal-affected areas. So how are the security arrangements?
More than 42,000 security personnel have been deployed for free, fair and peaceful polling. Strict vigil being maintained and webcasting being also done from booths. For any emergency, one air ambulance is stationed at Jamshedpur Airport. 18 constituencies of states fall under Naxal-affected area.
Thank you, Dharmendra, for joining us live for this update. Prominent candidates in this phase are Chief Minister Raghubar Das, Assembly Speaker Dinesh Oraon, Rural Development Minister Neelkant Singh Munda, Water Resources Minister Ramchandra Sahis, and BJP State Unit President Lakshman Gilwa. The fate of AJSU candidate Pradeep Kumar Balmuchu, JDU President Salkhan Murmu, and Bandhu Tirki of the JVMP will also be decided today. Nationwide GST stakeholder feedback diwas for new GST returns will be observed today. The aim of organizing this event is to get an on-the-spot response to the new GST returns to be introduced from the 1st of April next year. Talking to AIR News, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs CBIC Chairman Pranab Kumar Das said the focus will be on assessing the ease of compliance and uploading of these new returns.
The focus would be on assessing the ease of compliance and uploading of these new returns so that the trade does not face any difficulty when the returns are made legally mandatory. These feedback sessions would be attended by all prominent chambers of commerce and industry, other organizations representing taxpayers and tax practitioners and compliance managers. The tax officers shall be available to handhold the taxpayers and assist them.
Last month, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had invited some GST taxpayers, chartered accountants and tax practitioners to assess first-hand response to various GST returns, especially the new returns to be introduced. In a bid to promote digital transactions, the Reserve Bank has said that round-the-clock transactions will be allowed under the National Electronic Funds Transfer or NEFT system from December 16th. The RBI said that the 24/7 NEFT system will be available on all days of the year, including holidays. NEFT transactions are currently settled in hourly batches. For weekdays, the batches are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. On the first and third Saturdays, the settlement currently happens from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Pune last night to attend the Director General and Inspectors General of Police Conference in the city. Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis received the Prime Minister at the airport. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be attending ongoing conference of DGP and IGPs from all over country, which is going on at the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research in Baner and the Center for Police Research in Pashan area of the city. Home Minister Amit Shah, who reached Pune Friday afternoon, is also attending the conference. Top officials from the police forces of states, central investigative and intelligence agencies, and central armed police forces are discussing internal security related issues in this 3-day meet. Nitin Kekar for AIR News, Pune.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, use our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. OPEC group of oil-producing countries and their allies, including Russia, have decided to cut oil production by 5 lakh barrels per day. In a meeting in Vienna, they agreed to reduce production to stem pressure on prices from abundant reserves and weak global economic growth. According to a statement, ministers gathered at the OPEC headquarters decided for an additional adjustment of 5 lakh barrels per day effective from 1st January 2020. This would bring production 1.7 million barrels per day below October 2018 levels. Oil prices surged following the announcement, with US benchmark WTI and its European counterpart Brent crude surging by about 2%. The Unnao rape victim who was undergoing treatment at the Safdarjung hospital in the national capital died last night. She suffered a cardiac arrest and the doctors at the hospital tried to resuscitate her, but she could not survive. The victim had been airlifted from Lucknow to Delhi for better treatment on Thursday night. The rape survivor was set ablaze by 5 persons on Thursday morning. All 5 persons have been arrested by the police. Armed Forces Flag Day will be observed across the country today. It is observed on the 7th of December every year to honor the martyrs as well as men and women in uniform who safeguard the country's honor. The day is dedicated towards collection of funds from people for the welfare of the armed forces personnel. The fund collected on the Flag Day is also used for the welfare of serving personnel and ex-servicemen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio last month had urged every citizen to come forward on the Armed Forces Flag Day and contribute on the occasion.
हम सभी देशवासियों को ये कभी भी नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि 7 दिसंबर को आर्म फोर्सेस फ्लैग डे मनाया जाता है। ये वो दिन है जब हम अपने वीर सैनिकों को, उनके पराक्रम को, उनके बलिदान को याद तो करते ही हैं, लेकिन योगदान भी करते हैं। और 7 दिसंबर को हर नागरिक आगे आना चाहिए। हर एक के पास उस दिन आर्म फोर्सेस का फ्लैग होना ही चाहिए। आइए इस अवसर पर हम अपनी आर्म फोर्सेस के अदम्य साहस, शौर्य और समर्पण भाव के प्रति कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करें और वीर सैनिकों का स्मरण करें।
Defense Ministry is organizing a massive plogging program at more than 400 locations throughout the country today as part of the activities of Swachhata Pakhwada. The aim is to raise awareness among the community, collect plastic waste and make the surroundings clean. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will flag off the main event from Delhi Cantonment. Community awareness programs such as Nukkad Nataks, debates, quizzes, painting competitions among students will also be organized. Indian classical music lovers were enthralled by a series of magical performances by world-renowned musicians at a concert, Peace Through Music, at Akashvani's newly constructed Rang Bhavan Auditorium in New Delhi yesterday evening. More from our correspondent.
A sublime performance by music maestros Pandit Vishwamohan Bhatt, Pandit Ronu Mazumdar, Dr. L. Subramaniam and Odissi dancer Kavita Dwivedi stole the limelight at the All India Radio premises last night. Chairman Prasar Bharati Dr. A. Surya Prakash, Principal DG News Ira Joshi, DG AIR F. Shehryar and several connoisseurs of music were present on this occasion. The stellar performance of the day was the Jugalbandi of the 3 maestros who performed Bapu's favourite bhajan Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. The concert was organized by the External Services Division of All India Radio as part of the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Mahatma Gandhi. News Desk, AIR News, New Delhi.
President Ramnath Kovind is in Jodhpur today and he will participate in 2 different functions there. A correspondent reports that the President will attend the second convocation of AIMS Jodhpur this morning.
Before the convocation, President will lay the foundation stone of the academic and administrative blocks to be built in the AIMS campus. After this, the President will inaugurate the new building of the Rajasthan High Court. Union Ministers Ravi Shankar Prasad and Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, Chief Justice Supreme Court, Governor Kalraj Mishra will also be present at the event. The grand building of the High Court consists of 22 very modern courtrooms. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jodhpur.
The first Pashu Kisan credit cards in India were distributed to 101 animal farmers in Bhiwani in Haryana yesterday. Haryana government has set a target to issue 10 lakh Pashu Kisan credit cards by March 2021. Under the scheme, banks give 40,783 rupees for a cow and 60,249 rupees for a buffalo. The credit amount for goat and sheep each is 4,063 rupees. In case of a pig, it is 16,337 per pig. For hens, it is 720 per layer and 161 per broiler hen. The Railways has provided free Wi-Fi at 5,500 stations across the country. Jharkhand's Mahua Milan railway station has become the latest among these to get the facility. Free Wi-Fi service to passengers are being provided under RailWire. The Railways began the service of providing free Wi-Fi at their stations from January 2016 from the Mumbai Central Station. CMD of RailTel Puneet Chawla said free access to high-speed Wi-Fi will help in bridging the digital divide between rural and urban India. He said a total of 1.5 crores user logins in RailWire Wi-Fi services had been made across all stations. India and Mauritius have agreed to work closely to build multifaceted bilateral relations and to explore new avenues of engagement based on mutual interest and priorities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met his Mauritian counterpart Praveen Jugnauth in New Delhi yesterday. Mr. Modi said that the government and the people of Mauritius can count on India's wholehearted support and continued solidarity in their aspirations to build a more secure, stable and prosperous Mauritius. Mr. Jugnauth expressed deep appreciation for India's support in many development cooperation projects being implemented in Mauritius. Two former prime ministers in the Central Asian country of Kyrgyzstan were sentenced to long jail terms on corruption charges in a trial that fueled suspicion towards China. Sapar Isakov, who headed the Central Asian country's government from 2017 to 2018, was sentenced to a 15-year jail term, while Jantoro Satya Baldev, who headed the country from 2012 to 2014, was sentenced to a 7.5-year jail term by the Bishkek court. They were among the 8 defendants on trial for a nearly $400 million China finance deal for modernizing a power plant. India beat the West Indies by 6 wickets in the first match of the 3-match T20 series against West Indies, played at Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium in Hyderabad last night. Chasing a total of 207 runs, India made 209 for the loss of 4 wickets in 18.4 overs. Skipper Virat Kohli scored 94, while KL Rahul scored 62 runs. Virat Kohli was adjudged man of the match for his unbeaten knock. The second T20 International will be played in Thiruvananthapuram tomorrow. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Ravi. All newspapers have featured the killing of the Hyderabad rape murder suspects in a police encounter prominently on their front pages. The Indian Express describes it succinctly as justice executed. The Pioneer banner headline reads, Extrajudicial Justice for Hyderabad Rapists Killers. The Tribune says, praise, criticism alike for killings. The Asian Age writes, NHRC plans to investigate, says police weren't alert. Hindustan Times lead story features a quote from the Prime Minister's speech at the Leadership Summit. Banking crisis over. Take decisions fearlessly. Business Standard reports that the government is confident of meeting its deep disinvestment target for 2019-2020 even without Air India sale this year. Business Standard and Financial Express feature leading industrialist Kumaramangam Birla's statement, Vodafone idea to shut shop without government relief. And finally, if you want to see how a Patiala-style turban will look on your head, you can go to the newly set up Turban Bank at Delhi's Gurdwara Bangla Sahib. In under 10 minutes, a bank volunteer will assist you in donning the turban. And with that, it's back to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Pramod. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Polling underway for second phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand. National Electronic Funds Transfer Facility to be available round the clock from 16th December. Nationwide Feedback Diwas to be observed today to get stakeholders' response to new GST returns. OPEC and its allies decide to cut oil production by 5 lakh barrels per day. And in T20 cricket, India beat West Indies by 6 wickets in Hyderabad. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.